So, in worked example 9, let's read it aloud and highlight some information as we go. A ladder 3.5 metres long is leaning against a vertical wall with the base 1.5 metres from the bottom of the wall on horizontal ground. How high up the wall does the ladder reach? Okay, so I'm going to highlight a couple of words. I'm going to highlight about the ladder is 3.5 metres long. There's a vertical wall, and the base of what? It must be the base of the ladder. The base is 1.5 metres from the bottom of the wall on horizontal ground. Wow, they've given us quite a bit. So we're going to try and draw a little sketch of this situation. So I'm going to go, okay, here's my ladder. My ladder's leaning, and my ladder is 3.5 metres. And then I've got a vertical wall. So here's my vertical wall. Okay. And there's horizontal ground. Okay. So if I've got a vertical wall and horizontal ground, they must be at right angles. And the ladder, the base is 1.5 metres. So my question then is asking me, how high up the wall? This is my X. This is the bit I don't know. How high up the wall does the ladder reach? Okay, let's go back to basics. We've got a right angle triangle. Let's label it. The ladder must be the hypotenuse, which is C. I've got two short sides. The unknown, what was my tip? Label that A and label the other one B. All right, so let's start. C squared equals A squared plus B squared. Okay, C squared, 3.5. 3.5 squared equals A. Well, I don't know that, so I'll call that X. B, 1.5 squared. Now, 3.5 squared is equal to 12.25. 1.5. I could do that in my head kind of quickly. I could actually do 15 times 15, which is 225, and then move the decimal place. Or I could just use my calculator. 2.25. Okay. I want x on its own, or the x squared, so I'm going to take this 2.25 from this side, which means I have to take it from this side as well. Ooh. I wrote a little bit quick, and it looks like a dot dot. 12.25 take 2.25 is going to be 10. 10 equals x squared. What do we do? Think for a sec. I want to get x on its own. Square root. Square root x. So I want the square root of 10. I'll have to use my calculator. I know that the square root of 9 is 3. I know the square root of 16 is 4. So it's going to be somewhere between 3 and 4. And when I square root 10, I get 3.162. So I don't need to round up. I can leave it at 3.16. Now, the question actually says, now this is where I've got to be careful. The question actually says, how high up the wall does the ladder reach? So I actually have to answer that question, okay, in words. Oops, therefore, the reaches. Don't say anything, please. 3.16 meters up the wall. And I've managed to answer